This is me. Like the vast majority of us in the Sikh program, I was born here, and I am a first-generation college student. Despite my being born and raised in the United States, however, my heart and soul remain in the motherland. Both my mother and my father were born in a city in Honduras called San Pedro Sula. Seeing as they both grew up in a neighborhood called Barrio Cabañas and they knew each other since their youth, it was no surprise to anyone when they ended up together. There were many milestones in their relationship. They helped each other grow as people, and every bump hit in the road was worth it because it all came down to one thing: me. My childhood is the one thing that I cannot complain about, as I was afforded everything. I was a happy kid because I was fortunate enough to grow up with the love of both my parents. My family is my greatest support system, and it is because of them that I've been able to accomplish all that I have, including my high school graduation and, God willing, my college graduation in 2019. Thinking back on it now, I remember how scared I was of going into high school. I went to a theater school, and while it was very exciting, I remember thinking that it was also frightening because it was a transition from being a child to being a teenager with responsibilities. However, in the midst of it all, I managed to meet some of the best people I've ever encountered in my entire life, beginning with my friends. And ultimately my best friend slash boyfriend. And now, as I start the newest chapter of my life, I can honestly say that I'm having the same luck as I did in high school. Getting into Baruch College under the Sikh program is probably one of my greatest achievements. While I had to give up my summer for this, I can definitely say that the experience was worth it. It was an entirely new transition altogether. I went from being a high school student and being afforded an education which I believed to be dumb or unnecessary, to waking up each day and realizing that my success lies entirely in my hands, and it all begins with my education. While we can all attest to the fact that college is no walk in the park, I'm sure that we can also agree that it is imperative in learning both educationally and about life. While I am completely undecided about my major, I am positive that what I want to do in the world is help people. Taking this into consideration, I began to think about going into the Baruch School of Public Affairs, as I was told on various occasions that they have a lot of work closely related to nonprofit organizations. My genuine intent is to help others, regardless to whether or not I will receive something in return. Even after taking the Focus 2 assessment, I realized that I am a very social person and I am very people-driven. I will go out of my way to help those in need, and I believe to have done so in my contribution with Swab a Cheek, Save a Life, and the Red Cross Blood Association here at Baruch College. Interviewing Trinisa, a fellow Sikh student majoring in public affairs, was honestly refreshing as it opened my mind to this possibility of helping others. I can only hope to accomplish as much as Trinisa has in her sophomore year, but I think it will come easy to me knowing that I am doing it not for my own benefit, but for that of others. They say that college is the greatest experience of a person's life, and with what I've experienced so far, I don't think I'll do too bad.
Big head. You wanna go to Applebee's or BBQ? I don't know.
Another organization issues.
And finally, I'd like to end off with a quote that serves as a daily reminder for me. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. Time will pass anyway.